Good evening, everyone. Good evening. Good evening. Hope everyone is having a great day on this lovely Sunday. It's pretty outside, nice outside. Just giving a few minutes for everybody to come in. You have just given a few minutes for everybody to come in. If it's your first time here, we welcome you. Let us know where you're from. We'd love to hear from you. Trying to get everything set up over here as we get started. Yes, hope everyone having a great day today on this April 12th, 2026. 2026. And today we will be talking about snakes in the grass. It's going to talk a little bit about it. And if I got a poll up too, who are the snakes around you? Feel free to chime in and comment and let us know your thoughts. So let's go and get started, y'all. I'd like to welcome each and every one of you all. Welcome to Real Talk Conversation, where a platform has been created to come together and commune together and not divide each other. We have enough division going on in this world. We're not here to divide anyone. My co-host Brandon used to be with me, but he had a blood exchange this week, so he'd be in and out. So he might walk up, he might join in a few. I don't know, but I know he's relaxing, and it was a little rough on him this time. But he's doing well. He is doing very, very well. And we just like to thank each and every one of you on today. I'm going to go ahead and get started on today. Snakes in the grass. How many of y'all have some snakes in the grass? How many of you all been around some snakes in the grass? And maybe how many of you have been a snake in the grass? A lot of times we don't like to talk about that side, but you could have been a snake in the grass yourself. But we know a lot of snakes in the grass. I don't care if it's family, friends, co-workers. We have been exposed to some snakes. And then some snakes around. Whether we like it or not, some snakes around. So if you'd like to share your comments about that and your thoughts, just feel free. Your first time here, put a 1 in the chat, or just let us know, a wave, or just let us know that you're here. But we're going to go ahead and get started. Snakes in the grass, y'all. Y'all know that. Y'all seen that. Not everyone who smiles at you is for you. Remember that. Not everyone that smiles at you is for you. Some people don't show their teeth to be friendly. They don't show their teeth to be friendly. They show them to measure the bite. They show them to measure the bite. Everybody's not going to be, as per se, I'm coming at your friend. Some people have agendas, and their agenda is to destroy you. In some cases, that's their agenda. So today we're talking about snakes in the grass, not in the spiritual sense, but in the real life sense. We could talk about the spiritual sense later on at another time. But right now we're talking about in the real life sense of it. People who smile in your face, shake your hands, sit at your table. Some of you have had them at your table and didn't realize it. But secretly undermine you, relatable workplace drama, fake friends, family betrayal, business partners switching sides. And in some cases, and I hate to say it like this, but in some cases, your spouse. In some cases. Hey, Steve, what's going on, man? What's going on, man? I was thinking about you yesterday, bro. Thinking about you yesterday, man. Much love to you too, man. Yeah, anytime. Hey, you want to jump on? If you got free time, just let me know. I've seen the link. You can jump on too. Good evening, June. How you doing? What's going on out there in Texas? Yeah, there's some timing. Yeah, sometime I clear, boy. When you think people got your back and got the best interest for you, Lord have mercy, boy. It's a whole different ball game. Yeah, what's up? What's up, Marlo, my little brother right there? What's going on? But fake friends, family betrayal, sometimes business partners, and in some cases, the spouse. Sad to say it that way, but in some cases, it is. What is a snake in the grass, y'all? Snake in the grass is someone who hides their true intentions. They got motives, they got agendas. They hide their true intentions and operates in secrecy. It's a good time to look at your circle. That's the people that are around you. Good time to check your circle out right now. It's a very good time to check it out. 2026 is a very good time to check it out. What's going on in this world right now? We don't need a whole bunch of snakes around us right now. Stabbing you in the back, always downing you, always trying to talk junk about you, always saying stuff about you behind your back and to certain people. But when you come around, they act like they say, oh, that's my friend, that's my brother, that's my sister. Nah. They gain trust for personal advantage. Just watch them. They betray at the most strategic moment. Here's a good one. Psychological angle. Opportunities. Opportunity behavior. Excuse me there. Opportunity behavior. Emotional manipulation. I know a lot of us have been through that part right there. Emotional manipulation. They play on your feelings. They get you so excited. They get you so in this loving position, like they love you, and then they just punch you inside your head, boy. It is no joke. They get you wrapped up. They want you feeling a certain type of way. Then all of a sudden, they just tear you down like you are nobody. Be careful of those folks. Passive aggressive tendencies. Sometimes it's tied to insecurity, jealousy, envy, or ambition. And snakes are very cunning. They're very slick. Watch them. Watch them. And be careful of those people. It's tied in insecurity. A lot of people have insecurity. So, it's a lot of people that are jealous of you. For what? I have no the slightest idea. And they can have more than you, but because of the people and your character and how people are drawn to you, they want to be like you. Why? Everybody have their own character. Why you want to try to act like someone else? Why you want to be like somebody else? I'm just me and who I am. I don't try to impress people. I don't sit out here and try to be around people like that. I don't try to entertain people like that to like me. I'm just me. You meet me today, I'm the same way tomorrow. I'm the same way a year from now. I may change for the better, but I'm the same. I'm the same. I'm not going to change just because I'm trying to hang around you or I want to be like you. I don't want to be like you. I want to be like myself. Now, if I'm going to be like you, I'm gonna be like the better part of you, not just because I'm trying to be like you and jealous of you. You got a strong um character, strong vibes of being a good person. Yeah, if I hang around you long enough, I'm gonna adapt that. My character gonna be strong like that itself because I'm hanging around you. And like I was saying in Sunday school this morning, you hang around somebody long enough, you adapt to their ways and what they do and how they do and how they treat people. You hate this person because that person hate him. You hate that person because that person hate him. You hate that whole family because they hate that whole family. And that family could have not done nothing to you. And I know in certain cases, so I'm not saying that. I understand that. But that's how people do. That's how people do. I tell you, boy, that insecurity and jealousy and envy, and that is something else. It is something else. These people don't come obvious. If they did, they wouldn't be effective. Why would it be obvious for? They don't come obvious. Why? Why would they do that? For what? It wouldn't. They don't come in, obvious. If that's the case, then you'll see them coming. So what they coming obvious for? They wouldn't be effective if they did. So just think about it for a moment. Who are the snakes in your circle? Who are the snakes in your on your job? Who are the snakes in your family? The snakes in your friends. Who are they? Just think about that for a moment. And if your first time here, we welcome you all to Real Talk Conversations. Just being a little mellow today. We're just talking about a little bit about snakes in the grass on the real life side of it. Because we can get into the spiritual side of it. We're just talking about the real life side of it. Now, just think about this. I'm going to the next one. Why people become snakes? If you've been a snake, why did you become a snake? If your friends, family, and coworkers are snakes, why do you hang around them? You trying to be just like that? Think about it. Why do people become snakes? Jealousy. We just said a few minutes ago. They see what you have and they feel threatened. I never understood that. Why you're threatened by what I have, and you have just as more than me, but you're threatened by what I may have or you may have. Why? I wonder why. Why is that? Because somebody explain it. Why is that? Just asking. Why? Why is that? Some people couldn't even explain that. But why? They see what you have and feel threatened. Instead of building themselves, they try to tear you down. Instead of building themselves up, doing what they need to do to get themselves to a certain place in their own life, they're too busy over here with hammers and nails and staple guns and all this other kind of stuff, even with paintbrushes trying to paint a picture of your character to tear you down, to nail you down, to bring you down. And that's a sad situation. If the world focused more on building each other up and building themselves up, we don't have to worry about all this stuff that's going on. But instead of building themselves, they try to tear you down. They try to tear you down. Insecurity. They feel small, so they move in silence to gain control. Insecurity. They move in silence to gain control. Watch them, y'all. You think I'm joking? Just watch them. One thing my brother showed me before he passed away, and my brother's now in LL, has been in the Marines and stuff. They showed me how to be observant, to pay attention to stuff closely. I can sit in a crowd and be quiet. Not saying that I'm don't want to socialize. I'm just paying attention, trying to get a feel of the crowd. And in most instances, you can look and be like, okay, that's a snake. That person right there like to do this. That person right there tear you down. And sometimes without them even knowing that they're doing it, they'll tell you how they feel about somebody. And they don't even know if you're friends with that person or not. If you're a family member of that person or not, they don't even know it, but they will tell you without them even realizing it. So they move in silence to gain control of you, or try to gain control of me. Then they get into this survival mindset. And I know many probably have heard this. It's me or you. Their mentality is it's me or you. It's what I want. And I'm gonna get yours to be me, for me. Me or you. Which one is it? And especially in competitive environments, job, money, and status. You know, sometimes even in marriages, it's a competition going on in marriages. It's competition on jobs. I stay in my lane in my job. I detail, so I stay in my lane. You come in, you better than me, fine. There's a lot of people out there better than me in detail. I'm not jealous of them. For what? I'm not jealous of them because they got money. For what? What am I jealous of that for? But that's people though. Oh, here's a big one right here. Hidden agendas. Networking with motives. Instead of networking together to help build each other up, to help one another, even to build each other up, to help network for the community, they network with their motives to destroy you. Friendships with conditions. Ooh, that's another one. Friendships with conditions. What you got a condition on my friendship for? I mean, this is the time we really need to be examining um our family and our circle and our friends, co-workers. I'm not saying you can't talk to them. I'm not saying you can't just, love them, but I can love you from a long handled stick or a spoon, as some folks say. And it's sad to say that in the society of today, in 2026, I said earlier in the beginning, this world is just it's something else. It really is. Some people don't want to walk with you. They want to figure out how you walk so they can trip you later. Mm, mm, mm. They want to figure out how you walk so they can trip you up later. That means they're trying to know everything about you so they can trip you later. Oh, what's going on, Brenda? What's happening? Anytime. You know how we do. Anytime you got time, hey, I'll send it to you. But they want to figure out how you walk so they can trip you later. They want to find out everything about you. And so when you get to a point in your life, they'll use that one thing there to trip you up. Oh, that is so sad. Why would someone want to do that to somebody else? But that's what they do. Sad, but it's true. Sad, but it's true. Mm, 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 mm. Mm, 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 mm. Y'all see it? I know you do. I know you do. You see it, but that's what they do. Mm, 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 mm. Welcome to Real Talk, everyone that's just tuning in. We'd like to thank you for joining us on today. You could have been doing anything else, but we thank you for joining. Well, me, I'm so used to saying we. Thank you for joining me today. How to spot them? Let's figure out. Let's talk about a few ways how to spot them. Inconsistent behavior. Behavior changes. It's never the same behavior. They change their behavior as they maneuver through with you. Their behavior changes. One day they I got your back. Tomorrow is like, man, whatever. The next day after that, they like, who I ain't even think about that person. That's what they do. Okay, rest your voice. I seen you on the video the other day. Yeah, you got to get your little voice back. Yeah, they behavior is just all over the place. They everywhere. They are everywhere. Cool with you one day, distant the next. Ooh, I know y'all got some friends like that. I know y'all got some family members like that. I'm cool with you today, but then dog, I'm gonna dog you out tomorrow. And then the day after tomorrow, I'm gonna be cussing you out. And then the day after tomorrow, they're stabbing you in the back. Then after that, they want to crucify you. But when they come back around and be in your face, I love you. You my dog. You my boy. You my girl. We cousins. What's up? Cool with you one day, and they be distant the next. Backhanded compliments. Oh, now check this out. I know y'all probably heard this one right here before. You're doing good for someone like you. What you mean I'm doing good for someone like me? Oh, so you didn't expect me to be doing good. That's what it is? Wow. You're doing good for someone like you. Okay. Someone like me. Okay. So you feel like I can't do nothing. I don't supposed to do nothing. I don't even supposed to be doing good at all. I'm supposed to be still in the same mindset. I still supposed to be in the past like you want me to be. I still supposed to be hanging out with the same group of folks that I supposed to be hanging out with, but you don't want, but doing good, you don't want me to be. Someone like me. Okay. I know where to put you at. That's how you spot these folks. They say little slick stuff. They say slick stuff. Information collectors. They're trying to get everything about you and figure you out with that part. They collect all this information about you. That's why it's not good to share a whole lot of stuff about you to everyone that you meet, including family. They ask a lot of questions. That's why you need to share just a little bit. If you always ask me questions, I feel like you got a motive anyway. But you want to know so much about me for anyway. You just met me. Brenda said, just as long as you are not succeeding, I am your friend. Soon as you start prospering and succeeding. They angry at you. Yes, they, Lord, yeah, they're mad at you. Soon as you get just a little something, you get a brand new car. Oh man, they hating on you. I don't know what you got that car for. Maybe I needed a car. And a lot of times I get a car, like me, I get a car of my liking, not nobody else's. My liking. I'm not finna sit here and get a car to impress you. I'm getting a car for me. This is what I want. This is I need. I may need a car. I don't go buy a car just to buy a car. Just because I want to have all these cars in the yard. I don't. Some people do. I don't. Yes, family too. I don't. I don't do that. Go out here and you buy these expensive cars, and I'm not talking about nobody that has an expensive car. You get these Mercedes, these BMWs, and Lexuses, and all this stuff, them cars like that. But when it's time to take them to the shop, you complain about the price. You complain about the price for it. You want to ride this Mercedes. It costs to drive a Mercedes. You want to drive this Beamer. It costs to drive that Beamer. And them two cars right there are not meant to just sit. You got to drive them cars. They're meant to be driven, not to sit. Now, I understand you got another car you drive back and forth to work. That's something different. Them cars are meant to be driven. And I mean on the open highway. They're not cheap. There's a lot of cars that are not cheap to get fixed now. You look at the Hyundai Genesis. Them cars is not cheap to get fixed. So if you buy those type of cars because you want to impress, if you think a car make you, I would check myself on that. A car don't make you, because when it breaks down or tear up, they laughing at you. You know why? Because you can't get it fixed. So they laugh at you. You keep thinking they celebrating you. Keep thinking that. I work at a dealership. I work at a Honda dealership. And depending on what you're doing and what you're getting fixed, they can get a little expensive. And here's the kicker, a little side note for people that drive cars like that. Everybody can't work on these cars. It's to the point now, everybody can't work on no Honda or Toyota. They can't work on these cars anymore like that. Least little wrong thing, that'll shut that whole car down. You trying to get your uncle or somebody used to work on car right down the street, you trying to get them to work on that car, it may cost you more in the end. Because if you take them to the dealership, you wonder why it costs so much to get them fixed, because they got to go in and undo what somebody else did and try to fix what they messed up. That's why it costs so much. You ever notice you can't buy in certain part stores? You can't buy no light bulbs for certain cars, air filters for certain cars. When you go to like AutoZone, some places like that, you can't buy them. You gotta go to the dealership and get them. That's what they're designed to do. That's what they're designing them to do now. But careful. Before I move on, I had a friend that had this nice BMW 750, big body. I like the big body, and I forgot what year, but once they get to a certain mileage, once they get about 60,000 miles, transmissions would go out on them. And when he took it to the BMW place, they told him it was going to cost him roughly right around 13,000 to replace the transmission, to put it in, and everything. And that was a deal, because most of them cost you 16, 17. So they're not cheap to drive. I pass by some people's yards sometime when I'm out and about. We just riding around, and cars sitting in the yard, and BMW sitting in the yard, and Mercedes sitting in the yard. They're all there because it costs to work on them. I got friends that work. I got a friend that work at a that used to work at a Mercedes place. He said it's expensive. It's expensive. This manager that I used to know, he used to work at the Honda place. He had a BMW, and I took his Beamer to the BMW place, and I asked him just straight at the gate. I say, man, how much is just a regular service? He said, well, it's starting out at 500. That's start. But hey, that's what you want to drive. I more power to you. Brenda said, that's true. I found that out. I got some friends that found it out too, Brenda. It's expensive to drive these luxury cars. It's expensive. So, but getting back, these snakes, they ask a lot of questions. They ask a lot of questions, and that's why we should share very little about it, especially if they somebody that's new that's just not coming around. Oh, don't get it twisted. Some slick talkers out there that can get on there and smooth talk. You think they all that in friendship and all that kind of stuff. Nah, nah, careful with that. Careful. If you're just tuning in with us, welcome to Welcome to Real Talk Conversations, y'all. Where a platform has been created to come together, to commune together, and not divide. We got enough division going on right now in this world as it is. I have a poll up too. Who are the snakes around you? Feel free to fill that out if you want to. Feel free. But the snakes, they move different when others are around. Watch these folks. Watch them. They move different when others are around. They move different. They one way with you, why it's just one on one. But soon as certain people come around, they move different around you. They switch personalities depending on the audience. I've seen that myself. A lot of this stuff that I'm saying, I have experienced that personally. That's why I can talk about it. I experienced that personally. They switch personalities depending on the audience. Sabotage. They sabotage you. They be forgetting to tell you important information. Now, tell me where you come from. Tell me what your background is. If you're gonna ask any question, let me start asking questions too. Why are you even in my life? Why you want to be so much? So why you want to be friends with me? Why? I said, I know who they are and I know how to treat them. Yep. I can know you are that, and I still treat you the same. But just know I know that's who you are. I know that. I just continue to treat you the same. I'm not gonna treat you bad. Sooner or later, I'm just gonna fade away from you anyway. Or you gonna fade away because you're gonna figure out I'm not giving out no type of information like that. But they'll forget to tell you some information though, because they don't want you to know nothing too much about them. Misrepresenting what you said. They misrepresent you all the time. And then you beat it going back trying to be like, I didn't say that. Then you sitting there in your mind, who did I tell this to? But it's sad when you continue to feed them information. Then they get enough information to destroy you, your reputation, and your character. Let's look at the importance of insight. Snakes rarely attack head on. They wait, they observe, they strike when you're comfortable. You ever watch any shows about snakes? and how they sit there and they wait, especially pythons and anacondas about food and stuff. Pythons and stuff, when they want to eat something big, they don't eat for a while. They're measuring themselves up to feed on that big prey they want to eat. Snakes are observed. And I know a lot of people don't like to watch snake shows, but snake shows can show you how people in real life can do. So they wait and they observe. They strike when you're comfortable. Soon as you get comfortable with them, that's when they strike. Stuff I'm saying today, I have experienced this stuff. I have. Then we go over into the workplace, smiling in meetings, talking about you behind closed doors. Smile in the meetings, but they dogging you out behind closed doors. Come out behind the closed doors, smiling at you. Hey, brother, how you doing? Hey, sister, how you doing? Oh, you look good today in that dress, girl. Man, you look like you lifting some weights. You lifting weights now? But behind them closed doors, man, that dude ain't nothing. You know, you need to give me that position because he don't know what he's doing. She don't know what she's doing. I can run it better. I can do it 10 times better. Matter of fact, they're stealing stuff from the company, dogging you out, everything. Then the work that you do, they'll take credit for it. Why can't you give me the credit for it? I did it. Why can't you give me the credit for it? They would take credit for your hard work, for your idea to make themselves look good. Then we had a friendship snake. Supports you publicly, competes with you privately. Oh, bro, I'm with you out here. Oh, sister, I'm with you right here. But I'm thinking of a master plan, as Eric B. Rakim would say. They're thinking of a master plan in private to get you, to break you, to steal from you, to destroy you, to destroy your reputation. Mainly just to beat you down, trying to make you look like nothing. They'll celebrate your wins, but secretly resent you. All right, here goes the big one that they don't like to talk about. A family snake. I'm not saying people have families, people have snakes in their family. We all do. So I'm not pinpointing it just that because I can talk about my own family if I want to. There's snakes in every family. I don't care what race you are. Snakes in there. They close enough to know your weakness. Like my circle is very small. It's very small. I don't have a big circle like a lot of people do. Even and I'll be honest with you, even like here on social media and stuff, on the podcast and stuff, platforms and stuff. I watch it. I watch when I'm not really doing it. I watch other people podcasting. I watch their platforms, and you see the snakes inside their platform, especially the ones that got these big, large followings. They it's a lot of snakes in there, and it creeps out in the comment section. That's why they have moderators to put them out or put them in timeout or just ban them for good because they're in there. They're in there, but they're close enough to know your weakness. Once they find out that your weakness, they will attack you. They use this knowledge when conflict hit. Mm, mm, mm. You know somebody like that in your family right now? You know somebody like that in your friendship circle? You know somebody like that in your job? And the thing is, everybody claps when you won, but one person clapped just a little slower. Now you win, everybody congratulate you. Everybody like this. A lot of people like this right here. It's that one or maybe two, depending on the crowd, like this. Everybody else like this. They like this. For real. And you know, you ain't got to believe me. Just pay attention in your own circle, in your own family, on your job. Just pay attention. You trust in the Lord. The Lord will show you these folks. I ain't gonna get to the spiritual side of it. I'm just leave that alone for right now. But if you trust him, he will show you these folks. You ask God to show you who is against you, he will show you. Just don't get mad when he show you who it is. Because you'll be like, man, I didn't think they did it. Just don't get mad. Now, how to handle them, these folks, don't overshare. Don't give them too much information. Just give them a little. Just like when a newborn baby, you just feed them a little. Just feed them a little bit. Don't overshare. Not everyone needs access to your plans, and stop sharing so much information about you to everyone that you meet. That's even in the dating world. That's even become people becoming new friends. Once you start getting to know people, and that's when you start releasing certain stuff. But there's certain stuff about me I would never tell nobody. Just like it's certain stuff about you, you would never tell nobody unless we're that tight. I don't have no secrets and stuff like that. You know, I could be very transparent about my life, but I'm very transparent about my life to certain people. And if I don't want to tell you about that, then I won't tell you. So if you keep asking me, I will tell you, just stop asking me that. Because I'm not going to tell you. Yes, he will, Brendan. He will show you. All you got to do is just ask him. He will show you. That's all you got to do. Watch their patterns, not their words. Watch their pattern, not the words. The devil can give you words. Anybody can give you words. Actions reveal truth over time. I have friends, we've been friends over 40 plus years. Let me see, I'm 58 now. I just turned 58 April the 1st. And that ain't no April Fool neither. That's really my birthday. But I just turned 58. I got friends, we've been friends over 50 years and still friends to this very day. We have argued, never fought. Every friendship you argue at some point. It's not no argument that you fall out and don't never be friends like that no more. So we have argued, laughed, cried together. They know a lot about me. I know a lot about them. And when somebody come in my life trying to figure out and find out something about them, I don't give them nothing. I'll be like, go ask them if you want to know. Yeah, they work. They hard work. They got a family. But personal stuff, no. That's my business for me that they share with me, not for you. Yes. Actions reveal truth over time. It really does. Set boundaries over your life. Set boundaries inside your circles. Even when it comes to family, set boundaries with them. This time we're in now is not like where we was late 70s, 80s, and 90s, and early 2000s. It's not like that now. Distance is protection, not disrespect. I said that earlier, I distance myself from it. And sooner or later, I fade out of the picture. I'm not disrespecting you. I'm just going to distance myself from you. And people that love to talk about people behind your back, they talk about you to certain people behind your back. But act like y'all so tight when you see each other. So if they could talk about you behind your back, just imagine who they telling to, what they're saying too. And some people would talk behind your back, talk behind your back to other people, and then other people will correct them or get at them. Why you talking about? I thought that was your friend. Why you talking about them? See, then they'll stop being friends then because they see they can't do that with them. And see, that's a friend too. A friend like that would check other people on that side. Stay emotionally disciplined. Stay emotionally disciplined. Careful, y'all. Just careful. Don't react. Observe and adjust. Watch yourself. Switch around, switch yourself, adjust. That's all you got to do. Just adjust. Observe and adjust. Brother LL said that all the time. You got to be observed. He was in the Marines. Like Oath. He was in Marines. They're very observant. Move smart, not paranoid. Move smart and not paranoid. Because not everyone is a snake, but not everyone is safe either. Everyone is not a snake, but everybody ain't safe either. And you don't have to expose every snake. Sometimes you just stop walking in that grass. Careful that high grass you walking in. Because you don't know what and who you are stepping on. Just stop walking with them. Snakes in the grass are part of life. You won't avoid them, but you can learn how to walk wiser. You can. Now, just to reflect, you think about it yourself. Who really has access to you? Adjust what you are sharing and with who. Protect your peace. That's very important to me. Your progress and your circle. Stay sharp, everybody. As I end with this, stay sharp, stay aware, and remember loyalty is rare, but awareness is power. It is. I say it again, stay sharp, stay aware, and remember loyalty is rare, but awareness is power. It really is. I just like to thank everyone for tuning in with us today. It's been a great day, and I hope this helped someone um, about it, about the snakes. I just gave you a little bit view on my thoughts and my experience of how I was. I had snakes in my circle. I had snakes in the family. I'm just gave you a little view of my experience, my own experience. I can't talk about nobody else. It's just my experience. The Bible tells us to watch and pray. Watch and pray. That's right. We should just watch and pray. Watch them folks that's always want information about you. Watch them folks that's trying to say certain stuff in a slick way. Watch them folks. Be careful them folks. Pay attention to them folks. Don't give them folks too much information about you. Give them very little. Feed them with a long handled spoon, as my mama would say. Because you can love somebody from a distance. You can. Think about who's in your circle. They're in there. So it's time for you to cut the grass and weed them out. And one thing about a snake, when you kill a snake, they always tell you don't touch them after you kill them because the head still be living. Even if you cut the head off, but to kill a snake, you got to cut his head off so it can come back. So to kill them, those giants like the Goliath in your life, you have to cut the heads off, not physically cut the heads off, but in a spiritual sense of cutting the heads off, meaning I'm gonna shut this off real quick. So I just want to thank everyone for tuning in with me today and sharing your comments. I appreciate each and every one of you all. Getting back to trying to be on every Sunday, like we was before. Work has been hectic. Brandon been in and out of the hospital, and his health come first before I even do this. So now, and when he say he's doing good, then I jump on even while he's in the hospital sometimes. We have done it from the hospital before. So, but I like to thank each and every one of you all for tuning in with me today. If you missed it, go back. If you like to be a blessing, that's fine with me too. We may not be big, but we have an opinion just like everybody else do too. And I'm not hating on no other platform. Trust me, that's something I don't do. A lot of times I go on other people's platforms and I be on their platform, congratulating them. I share their stuff too. So I'm not a hater. I ain't got time to be hating. There's too much stuff going on for me to hate. I got too many true friends in my life to hate anyway. That's fine too. Love to have you. We always love to have you jump on. Like Pastor Steve, when he have time to jump on. I'm trying to get together with a lot of pastors, let them come on and share their thoughts about a lot of stuff that may be going on. I ain't gonna say maybe going on. That's going on in this world. Because we all have views, and sometimes our views are different than everybody else's. Don't mean I don't love you no more, no less. We just have different views. I'm not gonna view everything the same way you do. But at the end of the day, I still love you like a brother. Or you still love something, and I still love you like a sister. So we just have different views. But as I get ready to get up out of here, y'all check your circle and find out who the snake's in. This is 2026. You still want to run around with snakes, and careful, because if the snake been in your life long enough, it's don't have babies. Snakes don't lay one egg. It's don't have some babies. So you might have snakes in there, more snakes in there. Because if that mother snake or father snake been in your circle for a while and been spitting that venom, they're gonna spit that same venom in the other snakes, meaning the other people that comes along with them, him or her, and they're gonna spread their venom too. That poison. So everybody, you enjoy the rest of your day. Have a great day. Be careful this week. Be aware of your unawares. Pay attention. It's a lot going on. We're in some times right now where you need to pay attention to everything, especially over there in the Middle East. It's setting everything, the tone is being set about a lot of stuff, and we need to pay attention. Pay attention to your circle, pay attention to your family, pay attention to your friends, pay attention to your co-workers. Watch and pray, as they say. Watch and pray. So until the next time, y'all, I'll see you later.